mean, again, just taking the present hat off and going a bit previous Femi state, right? You know, I can think of some songs that we also did together.
Yeah.
You know, Ego, for example, is the type of beat.
I love that song.
Ego.
You know?
I still listen to it.
I actually love that song. I love that
But
song.
like that was, I remember, because for me, I've always had a bit of a mess when it comes to my creative.
You like that song?
Yeah?
I didn't think you liked that song. No, you made the beat. You made the beat. You didn't make it for me.
I made
beat.
it, and then I was like, Jordan, what do you think? And then you were like, give me some time. And then when it came back, I was like, okay.
I didn't think, can I be honest? I didn't think you liked any of the songs I ever made with your music.
Really?
I didn't think you liked
How
any
about Conversation?
of them. No, because you had another artist with that as well.
Okay.
And you put that after.
Okay, but let's give some context again there. The reason why I like Conversation is, you know, you said right now for you, it's about being in the moment, having an organic process where it's about the feeling you give people, right? Mm-hmm. That song was the first glimpse I saw into more of your, I don't want to use the phrase insecurity, but you're more whole-roundedness, because you were like, you know, I want to make conversation so I don't come across as boring. Can you tell me a bit more about that?
You know the craziest thing? I'm going to get back to it, but I just remember the first thing you saying that you didn't really like the little intro spoken word for that.
I was a bit more foolish when I was younger. We're grey now, come on.
And you know the crazy thing about that is because there is such a main thing on, what's it called again, enunciation. And that was the first type of, what's it called again, song where I wanted every word to be heard, because I found it was really, really important. Not really important. No, I really enjoyed what I was saying, and I thought like it was important for that to come across. So that was literally the first kind of like song that I put that much effort into. And what is the conversation even about again? Because I remember really the first verse being about insecurities, but I want to know why. Conversation. I can't remember why.
Move, baby.
Oh yeah, okay then. Now remembering it. The reason why that song was kind of so important is because I actually didn't realize how ahead of the time that song was trying to express my mentality. Because even though that was a prevalent thing in my life, really and truly, that song was kind of a concept rather than natural representation of what was going on. It was like, what if I had anxiety? What if I did? What if? But it was actually preceding what I actually had, if you know what I mean. That's the crazy thing about it. Like, it was from a more holistic side, but in my mind, I could do it so confident because of that. Just me just painting a story. It's not me, it's just a story type thing. Yeah. But no, it really is about me, fam. So, and then the last part, where you are the prototype, to be fair, that last part has nothing to do with nothing. It was just a nice refrain, and it just sounded good.
But I'll tell you what, do you remember playing it live though? Like we went to Strong Room in Shoreditch, and I invited you onto the stage after my instrumental set. Most people were like, yeah, this is all right, because me playing my bass and guitar and drums, they're like, yeah. But I was like, let me invite Jordan. And then they were like, who's this?
I'm a performer.
I'm a performer. But then when you came on, you were like, okay, crowd, like, I want you to come on. When I say have a conversation, I want you to say, move, baby, move, baby.
Have a conversation.
And then how does that make you then feel when you're saying that for you, you're almost projecting your future concerns or anxiety in that moment of time, but then being in a situation where you're singing about this and people are vibing with it?
You know, the crazy thing is, because this is going to sound once again left, no one understood what I was saying anyway. No one understood what I was saying anyway, because I remember like they were just going off the vibe. But that literally just takes back to like, this is why it's so crazy, because you know why I'm saying conversation, even though that was a prelude to what I'm actually going through, because it was like a concept, it wasn't really real. Okay. It really wasn't real. That's why the music I make right now is such a real representation of myself, because it's not trying to be as deep as I was going there. I have like a deeper side to me, but that's not really how I feel when I'm making the music. So once again, even though the song is actually deep about anxiety thing, but everyone's vibing. Ooh, baby, have a conversation. They don't understand what they mean. They're just going off the vibe. Yeah, so that's why like it's cool that we're going through the history, because even though I was trying to be deep, my natural performer, my natural vibe was coming through, and people didn't care about what I was saying. Now, they should have, because that means a lot, you know. I listened to that song just like raw, everything I was saying, like it's bad, I can't even remember. What's it called again? I over-exaggerate my conversations, fear that I'm boring, and stuff like that. That's really, and that's true. I do over-exaggerate my conversations because I feel that I'm not an interesting person enough. However, when it comes to the music and the vibe of it, they don't care about that type of thing. And it's not because they don't care, it's because that's not the type of music that I feel like I'm actually passionately inclined to make. That's why a conversation like this is so much more better, because I feel like I communicate that side to me so much better in just conversation.
So what do you think that kind of represents when we think about the current state of the music industry? Because like, let's think about TikTok, let's think about all these other platforms where you can have a catchy song and you can chat whatever you want, and as long as it's bouncy, people will be like, yeah, vibe into it, let's throw ourselves off roofs.
It's not just because it's bouncy, it's because the authenticity in the person that's doing it. This is the thing, like, music is so much more just about the words that you say and the melodies that you use. It's the authenticity and the vibe that you give out. Like, there are some manufactured bumpy songs that don't do as well because it's manufactured. I don't want to drop any names of them, but there's things that think like, nah, I like some of these artists that do it. I like some of them. But it's such a distinct difference between when they're doing it genuinely and then when they're doing it to try and like for an intended purpose to make something popular, that to work a TikTok. Like, I feel like the songs that work on TikTok, yeah, they work because they're actually organically happen, and they organically happen like that. When you try and make a song for TikTok, try and make a bounce, the vibe just isn't the same. And that's why I don't believe music has to be really deep. I don't believe that you have to change people's like lives. I just believe that has to be authentic in the vibe that you give. Sure. And that's why I feel like the music I'm making right now is so much more beneficial and like better and being received better because it's really authentically my type of vibe. We can go back into the days that who were listening to that. I know we haven't got to the point like listening to Gold Link, listening to Childish Gambino, listening to Isaiah Rashad. When I was making that music, I thought I love that, so let me try and make that type of music because I love it so much. But that's not me. I am like, even though I am deep, when it comes to the music and the lyrics, I'm not that deep. My musical taste and tone isn't like that. It's different places.